حي على الفلاح.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والسماء ذات البروج واليوم الموعود وشاهد ومشهود قتل أصحاب الأخدود النار ذات الوقود. صدق الله العلي العظيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتاح. وقال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد: يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. Firstly, I give praise and thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all that He has blessed us with. Those things that we recognize and those that we do not recognize. All the favors that Allah has blessed us with, we give shukran to Him. We thank Him for granting us life and to be present here on this day of Jummah to perform our Jummah Salah, which is a command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has reminded us in the Holy Quran, when the day of Jummah comes, put aside all business and traffic. Hasten towards the remembrance of Allah. After you may disperse towards the land and seek the bounties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My respected brothers and sisters, I have recited a few verses from Surah Buruj, Surah 85 of the Holy Quran. And I would like to delve on this verse in particular, Qutila Ashabul Ukhdud. And what it means, woe to the makers of the fire, of the pit. My brothers and sisters, you know, it reminds me when I look at the news and we look at the people from Myanmar, the Muslims, the Rohingya people, the Rohingya Muslims, how they are being persecuted. They are driven from their homes are burned, and they are sent on their way. My brothers and sisters, this surah, this verse reminds me, you know, of a history that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was telling his companions. And what he said, he was telling them about a king, a sorcerer, a monk, and a little boy. My brothers and sisters, he was telling his companions that there was a king, And this king had a sorcerer. He never believed in Allah. He used to believe in magic. So this king, sorcerer used to give directives to the king. So the sorcerer said one day to the king, I am getting old, and I need someone to take the slack. So the king sent him a boy to learn, to be trained as a sorcerer. So my brothers and sisters, the sorcerer, the boy who used to go to the sorcerer and learn magic. He used to go and learn magic. But while on his way, he used to stop at a monk. And this monk used to teach this boy, about God, about Allah. He used to teach this boy. And this boy was taking up so much. He said, this was so admirable, his speech was so admirable, that every day that he goes to the monk, to the sorcerer, he would stop at the monk, listen to what he has to say, and then go to the sorcerer. So my brothers and sisters, when he go to the sorcerer, what happens? He used to spend some time with the monk. And when he reached late, what happened? The sorcerer used to scold him, give him a licking for coming late. This is one form of to discipline the youth, the young boy. So one day he went to the monk and he complained about the sorcerer beating him. What the monk said to him. He said, okay, don't worry. When you go to the sorcerer and you are late, tell him that your people has kept him back. And when you go to your people, tell them that the sorcerer has kept him back. So this went on for some time, my brothers and sisters. So one day, on the way, there appeared a monstrous creature. And the people of that locality were scared of it. And they were afraid to go near. So the boy said, to himself, okay, today I will be tested. Today I want to see whose dua, whose supplication Allah will accept. Whether he will accept the one of the sorcerer or that of the monk. So my brothers and sisters, he took a stone with him. And he said, "O Allah, if the sorcerer is truthful, then save the monster. If the monk is truthful, then kill this creature." And he took the stone and he threw it to the creature and it was killed. So he believed in the God, one God. He believed in the God of the monk. So my brothers and sisters, he went, and he told the monk what has happened. He said, "Look, oh monk, I put your words into test, and you have proven that you are truthful, and the sorcerer is not truthful." So the monk said to him, please, do not let the king know of this, otherwise will put us into trial. So it so happened this boy was gifted, because he believed in Allah, and Allah has gifted him. And the gift that he got was to cure the blind and heal the leper and other diseases. Allah has blessed him with this. My brothers and sisters, the king came to know, get to know of this boy, what has taken place. How did he know? He had with him, we call him a courtier. That is, he accompanied the king to his court, where the king would judge according to his way. So, but this person, this courtier, was blind. So he heard about this boy and he went to him. He took with him a lot of gifts. He went to him He said, "Oh boy, if you can give me back my sight, I will give all of this gift that I have brought to you." So my brothers and sisters, the boy prayed to Allah, and he was given back his sight. So he went to the court of the king. You know, he used to sit next to the king, and the king used to do his, judging the people accordingly. And the king looked at him and he said, "So you got back your sight? You have your sight?" The boy said, "Yes, Allah, the Lord, my Lord has given back my sight." So the king said to him, "You mean you have another Lord? I am your Lord?" He said, "No, your Lord and my Lord has given back my sight." So who told the boy say that? The king was furious hearing this. "You mean you have another Lord except beside me?" He said, "Yes, the Lord is your Lord and my Lord." So what happened? The king did now torture this boy, torture him. He tortured the carrier, the courtier. And they tortured him so much that he couldn't take it anymore. So he had to mention about the boy. So when he mentioned about the boy, he called the boy to his court. And he asked the boy, "I hear that you cure people, and you have another Lord?" The boy said, "Yes, I have another. The Lord that I believe in is my Lord and your Lord." The king became furious about this too. So he started to torture the boy now. He tortured the boy until the boy started to talk about the monk. Because the monk would tell him that you should not mention my name to the king. But to get a little ease from the torture, he mentioned his name to the king. So the king called the monk to his court, and he said, "I hear you have a religion." The monk said, "Yes, I have a religion and I believe in God, one God, The king was furious again. What is going on in this place now? I am the Lord, king of here, and you have our God. So what he did, he ordered someone to bring a saw. He took the saw, put it in the middle of the monk's head, and what he did, cut him in two. That was the end of the monk. And the same thing he did with the courtier that he had. Took the sword, cut him in two. That was the end of him. And the boy now, he tells some of his people, he said, "Take this boy and take him to the mountain. And when you take him to the mountain, throw him off the mountain, and that will be the end of him." So, people who went with him to do the act, the boy went to the mountain, people took him there, and before they could throw him out of the mountain, Allah caused the mountain to shake. And the mountain started to shake, and the people fell out, and they all died, except the boy. So the boy left. He went back to the king. And the king looked at him, he said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Did they not did the job?" He said, "Allah has saved me. My Lord and your Lord have saved me." So he didn't like that. So what he did? He ordered some people to take him to the sea and take him to the middle of the sea and drown him. So they followed his order. Take him in a boat, carry him in the middle of the sea, and they tried to drown him, but they could not. What happened? Allah caused the boat to capsize, and all of them died except the boy. And when the boy returned back to the king said, "What is this happening? Why did they not do the job?" The boy said, he said to them, "My Lord and your Lord have saved me." So the king said, "Okay, I will get rid of it." But the boy said to the king before, "You would not be able to kill me, you would not be able to get rid of me unless you follow my instruction." What I ask you to do, if you do that, then you'll be successful. The king asked him what it is. The boy said, you take me, invite the people, you take me to a plain, tie me to a tree, and take an arrow and shoot at me. But before you let the arrow go, you say, Bismillah, in the name of my Lord, and the name of the Lord of this boy. So he ordered him to say this. So he took the arrow, Bismillah, shot at the boy, and he killed him. Now the people saw this, and they said, oh, this boy, the Lord of this boy is real. He is real. So the people accepted the religion. They accepted, but the king didn't like this. So what he did, he dug a trench on the roadway. And in this trench, he lit fire. And what he did, all who believe in the religion of Allah, I always put it this way, in the religion of the boy, they were thrown into the fire. And those who reject the religion, they were saved. So you're a believer, you'll be thrown into the fire. You're not a believer, you will be saved. That was how it happened at the time of the king. And it continued like this until one morning, 20,000 believers were thrown into the fire, and they were all destroyed. So my brothers and sisters, let us take a lesson from this. You will be put into tests. You will be put into trials. Allah will test you in different forms. Look at these Muslims around the world. The trials and the tribulations that they encounter. All of these things happening. We are very fortunate here in the sense that we are not going through all these tortures and these hardships as the Muslims in other parts of the world, my brothers and sisters. So Allah will test us in our iman in different ways. Please, we are asked to be steadfast in our iman, do not swerve, and do not give up your iman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. May He save us from the curse of these people. Inshallah. Wa akhiru da'wa alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.